Hi, it's Scott Allen, and today I'm going to look at the Waratahs' line-out problems against the Bulls. The Waratahs could only win 7 of 16 line-outs, that's 44%. The biggest issue was predictability, and it isn't helped by the fact they've only got 2 frontline jumpers. Here's a line-out early in the second half, which is part of a sequence where they lost 6 in a row. This back pod has clearly got Tamani covered, so the back's not really an option. The middle pod is focusing on Dennis and Douglas. Given they're the only 2 frontline jumpers, and they're standing together, there's a fair chance that the Bulls know that's where the ball's going to go. The guy who was in space was Palu, and Dennis should have recognised that and called the throw to him. The design of the line-out calls for Douglas to go forward as a fake, but all that does is drag the Bulls' middle pod slightly forward so they're in front of Dennis before he gets off the ground. You can see they also get off the ground a little faster than him, and although the ball just sails over their outstretched hand and Dennis wins it, he then loses the ball on the way down, and the Bulls end up falling on this ball on the deck. Whilst I'm only showing you 3 lineouts in this clip, 75% of all the lineouts called by Dennis on the weekend were thrown to the middle of the lineout. Here's a 5-man option, and with Dennis calling 50% of all the throws to himself, it's no wonder that the Bulls' pod in the middle is focused on Dennis. They know that there's a very good possibility that that's where the ball's going. Again, the design of the lineout calls for Douglas to fake forward, but there's little point in that fake because, as you can see, Douglas is now not a jumping option. Now they know for sure that the ball's going for Dennis, and that predictability makes it a lot easier for the Bulls to read. As you can see, they're able to get in front of and off the ground before Dennis for another turnover. In this match, Dennis called the throws to either himself or Douglas on over 80% of the lineouts. This final lineout I want to show you had a major impact on the game. In the 49th minute, the scores are locked 12-all, and the Waratahs have got a lineout just 5 metres out from the Bulls' line. If they can take this ball and drive it over for a try, they increase the scoreboard pressure on the Bulls. As you can see, it's almost a repeat of an earlier lineout I showed you, with the Bulls' middle pod marked up on Douglas and the back pod marked up on Dennis. Again, it's Palu that's in space, and he's in plenty of space. If Dennis had called the throw to Palu there, he would have taken the ball almost unopposed, and with the Bulls marked up so heavily towards the back of the lineout, when he came down, the defence would have been a little bit light, made a lot easier to drive the ball over. If the Waratahs had scored a crucial try there, who knows what might have happened in the match. So as I've shown you, the Waratahs lineout is far too predictable, and Dennis is not getting his calls right. There needs to be a big improvement if they want to play a ball-in-hand game, which doesn't work if you can't win the ball at the set piece.